Not sure who commented in the live stream about wanting to see some more controls videos, but I blame today on you. Wrapping up one and I'm headed over to another. Apparently somebody found a bad board, and board just came in, and they called in today as well with no heat in the entire building. So we got a couple tracker panels and a couple Trane rooftops, so we're gonna get over here and see what we got. Alright, so this tracker panel shows good. This one shows me I got an alarm. No display software, that's not good. That's not good at all. There is my VAV box that I have the board for. Number 4. Yeah, that's that one there. Everything else is reading. Looks alright. This. It's not gonna let me try to reset it, so I'm gonna pop this thing off and try to reset it manually. It pops on there like a stab. I'm not sure what happened there. That's weird, so hopefully this comes back. We're gonna give it a few minutes. We're gonna go find where our one VAV with the board is. I've got the board right here, so we'll get that guy installed and hope this guy comes back, because I don't think I've ever seen that before. So here's our board. We just have to set the dip switches the same. We'll have to relabel it in the system. So it looks like everything's on except for 3. Changed down and communication should come back. Got the new board installed. Now we just pray the Comm comes back up. Go down and see what we got. So there is my kitchen back. We got all my comms up. So all that looks good. We'll go through and check as far as the set points and all that good stuff. This is gonna be my next issue. So it could be one thing on the comm link that's dragging me down, or it could be this CCP panel here. I've never seen one do this. I would almost be willing to bet that panel's got a problem with it. So if nothing else, we might try to swap them and just see if that works. But let me try a few things first. I'm going to disconnect the comm link, plug that back on, and see if it comes back up then. If it comes back up, it tells me that something on the comm link's dragging me down. So this is no bueno. It's my comm link right there. I think it goes to the rooftop first and then out to all the VAV boxes, daisy chain, and we're not reading anything. So I have a feeling this has failed. Let me see what I can do to figure something out to try to get them some heat on. See what I can do, or see if I can get one of these right away. So let me go check on a few things. I'm kind of at a standstill now. My second floor is working fine. Not really sure what my options are on this. I've got couldn't swap them. When I pulled this off, the damn pins came out of the back of the damn thing. So that piece right there, you can see the pins plug into there. That when I pull the top one off, that black piece is actually still in here, so it wouldn't slide on. So something's obviously happened to this panel. We had a bunch of storms come through, and I think we fried something, but I'm not sure as far as my options, because it's set up as a VAV system. I'm not sure what I can do to make it work, at least temporarily. They're just two small Trane units, but it's going to go off of a supplier temperature of 55 degrees if I turn it on, so it's not really going to help me any, and I have no way of really controlling. I guess I could drop a thermostat in the return air. That doesn't help me either, because I got VAV boxes that aren't communicating either, so I'm kind of got a conundrum now. So we're gonna get in a hold of Trane and see if we can't overnight the panel. Other than that, it's gonna take 7 days or so. So we'll see what we come up with, see if we can make something work. But I'm just exploring my options at this point. Alright guys, so we got a new back plate, a new CCP panel. 24 volts is actually fed from this panel here, so we're going to have to be careful with this, because I don't want to kill this panel if I don't have to. The comm wires shouldn't affect us, and we're going to get this torn off of here and get the new one on. Not sure exactly what I'm going to have to do once I get it in. Hopefully everything pulls back up. When I changed the board on that guy, the name and everything was saved in there, so I'm hoping I don't have to put all the names back in, and we might have to just check the schedules and things like that. I am going to change the back plate. I think it would be okay, but this, when I pulled it off the first time, this is actually supposed to be intact. You can see on the new one it's intact. So actually, when I pulled this one off, this piece here came off with it. So I thought that this was going to be a problem, so I fiddled around with this thing, and just to make sure everything's right, we're going to go back with the new sub base too. So let's get started. Now, this is the moment of truth. See what happens. Cross your damn fingers. Let's hope this doesn't blow up. Well, I'm apparently going to need two hands. There we go. So far so good. See where that goes, and then we're gonna RTFM, go through all this and see if I need to set anything up, or basically I'm gonna just mirror image the schedule on that panel. That's a good sign. Initialization is in progress. So we're gonna let it do its thing here, and then we'll see what we gotta do. I might bring my computer up, see if I can plug in. It might be easier to do it from there rather than the touch screen. And we have success. So Yep, nothing's going to be labeled. So we may leave them at default at this point. I don't know if I can get to all the spaces to find what they were labeled. But for right now, I'm more concerned about the schedule. Comes up. Yeah, see, we're gonna have to change our static. We'll mirror image the top one. It's off right now. It does have a warm-up control temperature. It would have been nice to have been able to see all this. The rear damper. To see, maybe that might be disabled, but 63, that's pretty good. Pretty close. We've been pretty warm the last day. This is next day. We next day aired this thing, and it came right quick. So I'm assuming that all the tornadoes and the storms that came through the bluegrass state recently is causing its damage outside of all the catastrophic damage it did in western Kentucky. So let's get plugged in. We'll see. We're still off. We're just going to give it some time, see what it does, and then go from there. So it's in calibration mode right now. Let's go to system setup, rear track, auto. We're going to mirror image everything. So static pressure, we're going to go 1.8. Deadband is 0.18. These things are pretty good to work with. You can see why I like them. Never once seen one fail like this, but let's see. Static pressure reset is enabled. I don't see the lead lag on the other one. System balance mode disabled. Minimum 10, so that's good. Let's go back and set our supplier reset. So reset set point. We're not resetting temperature. Reset set point's 55. That shouldn't be right. It should be more like 65, I believe. And reset amount, we'll go 10. And that should go from 55 to 65 when it gets cold outside. I'll go ahead and change this one too. I don't know why this is like that. People get in here and start punching buttons and they don't really know what they're doing. So reset control is going to be outdoor air temp. We'll go back and we'll do our morning and daytime warm-up. Terminate 70. Heating set point is 72. And these may need to be adjusted a little bit. Daytime warm-up enabled, just for comfort of each space. This is first floor, that's second floor. So warm-up set point 72.5, and morning warm-up enabled. So that ought to get us there. We're in fan only right now, hoping it's going to kick into morning warm-up. It's pretty cool in the space, so warm up control temperature is 68.5. So we pick one sensor to say when it gets to a certain temperature, we want to bring on daytime warm up. It'll warm that sensor up to a certain temperature, or terminate set point. And once it gets to that temperature, it'll go back to its normal 55-degree supply air and let the electric heat on the boxes take over. So we're gonna watch it for a little while. I may get my computer and plug it in. I don't know that there's many more I'm gonna have to set up, but we'll go through and check a few more things. We are gonna have to set the time. We're gonna set them the same. It's 9:42. And it is not 2000, so we are 16 December 21. AM PM inch pound, so all that's right. I think that's going to be all the biggest part of it. And then we're just going to watch it operate for a little while. We may label all the VAVs. I'm not sure. I got to see what spaces I can get to, what I can't. So we'll go from there. So it does look like everything's starting to jive. You got to be patient with controls sometimes. So my outdoor air never went to 0. Supplier set point is 110 because it went into heating. Let's see. The zone temperature there is 67.2. That's my zone temperature controlling my morning warm up. Still says fan only and my heat's off, so it should be trying to kick the heat on here shortly. It takes time between here and getting information to the roof and everything else. I had a good static pressure previously, so I know my VFD and everything's okay. I didn't see any problems with the rooftop. Yesterday I looked and there was nothing. I had no alarms or anything like that, so everything looked like it should have been trying to act right. And I am communicating with it, obviously, so I'm just waiting to see my heat come on, and then we're going to watch it for a little while, make sure we don't run off prematurely. Supplier temperature's coming up. It says my fan came back on, but there's a lag there, so there goes my heat. And then we should start seeing that supply temperature rise. It will cycle the burner off at 110 if it gets there. Usually doesn't. We don't have too many boxes on this one, but so we can see we got 103 supplier temp now. I think this does have a high and a low fire. It's a negative pressure gas valve. This is an older system. I think everything's from 07, controls and all. So we're all looking good. Zone temperature is coming up. You can see 68. So all that looks good. So I'm going to be pretty happy with this. I might plug into the other one just to see where things are set and make sure I set everything at least similar. We're probably going to have to come back and adjust these for everybody's comfort anyways, but I've already warned them about that. They kind of understand what's going on. It's never perfect to begin with. I'm trying to keep different offices happy. So my burner should be kicking off because I got warm. But everything looks good. I'll watch that temp come up, make sure it satisfies that it's 71 set point and cuts off, and we ought to be good. We're gonna watch it for a little while, just make sure, like I said, everything's okay. The stats are labeled, so I'm probably gonna come in here and label each zone at least with a number and what I think the space should be called. It's gonna be kind of hit or miss at this point, but we can go into each zone temperature, and we can go setup, and we can change the zone name to whatever I want it to be, and we'll go from there. So let me know what y'all think. It's This is just another controls video, so this was kind of an interesting one. Never seen a panel do that before, but it's always something new in this trade. Leave the trade better than you found it. Leave me a comment. See you on the next one.